Hello, 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 hello. Sorry, mina jina la mfana ja. Confusion, umbela, ngina na kumbela. Thank you. I love you. If you guys are hearing me properly, give me a thumbs up so I can know that I'm coming in clear and precise, concise. Everything is nice. I'll also hand a thumbs up, and also if you can help share it also, so you can reach other phone called other people. That would be highly appreciated. Yeah, and yeah. So yeah, if the voice is clear, then we are good to go. I highly appreciate that. Our guy, Mrs. Rebel. How is Canada and the cold? Guy, Miss Rebel. Hey, Mrs. Sisao, how are you doing? Alhamdulillah. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's good to have you guys on this lovely Sunday. Guy, good evening to you all. Menewe Gambia and Europe, South Western Europe. And America, they're just starting their day, and other places around Asia probably will be sour. So yeah, it's a pleasure to come back here once again. Wati kana kajaki kanyo hakilo bulandi. Abiyam banku do kuwalti and bari nkai political fella start saying December 5th. It's just what 1 year. So for 1 year, 2 weeks. 3 weeks exactly what I'm was saying. So before you know, Sunkaro Sita Kotenge, before you know, Sabako boom, Sababanda September boom, October we are in it. So it's right there, Sita and back. Hello guys, child. It's good to have you on. Baraka baraka. So guy go cool manjamfa guy go nyai go lira manjamfa tola. Lura sudara tola saying. So occasionally in fanam guy diamo be kala kala, safero kakela yes. But once in a while we will come out here and then Ganyoso Hakilora. Usaba, ya poro nyinda male mbulu nyimfu adamela efilla. Nga adamela efilla, Nda buka menda bulu abibi ya hasala. But anyway, yeah, that's good. So guy ko komi, yeah, ko be sutia kan. So the more Gambia la political kana sutia, the more nyamati akasia, the more kalante akasia. you know, si most nyamatu be ka fini time wala. 5 years, 4 years, janin karre fa banko be normal ling ngajala be focus la ko kan audit report be na ba discourse la bari ñing wani be sila rek butu kamera mo be la jufur jafar ka wuro time wala time ling ika sifa be tumiro sifa be kuma kan mane sifa be um be ka menge is to work to muddy the waters ka poto fight jeko na be jase mo kala mane munti buri mblaw state of confusion kono wo nyamati ya ko ni jo sabat torial ni kiri karabol den fo karre fena nyapen kam firip budum ha karte fayna ke kula melon ko man important emotional ning hakilintel ning konnentel ning kamfal until mission wala this time be fana karte fe ko tamo tamina batara mo be korkiring everything is normal the information be flow kan hakilol be jirwaring you remember the law carte fe buto kono then you go with common sense. You go with tangible information and not come how ibe kadi sama na gina kona gina ni ganyeta we do sama Senegal nyama du kuba ko mo baka imagine do fon nin carte fete keri ya fo me ba fa la yoro nga dof ba carte fete sila rek dañu mal ko rek waaw ñi ci mi dañ la yobu Mali dañ la yobu gina kona keri iba sama la Senegal ba tamit o kafiya ko mol ya fo moy 3 years before carte fete ba fa la taman kende ko mota fa la fa anybody will think you are crazy because without working mo be kemi ila dañu lol ngala no 3 years ago 2 years ago mani mo na mo joma na jang to be ko da mala moy be ga si ku mo do mo ro balu ro mo be ke bira wala ha fonka fo he mashallah sai ni gambe de ma sai ni si diamo ko mukama ko tanga yala fo ko nye bata fo la man si fo lo sai ye bata fo tamo kana sudi yara budu wayla sai kalanta diamo bila tamo la so mun nyantam prepare lan kama bakela nga jeko mbe nyakilin kam men na tan ku kumma balam em tunku dangerous len bala fanam for our country mbela bankudi ya ani na Gambia for la sovereignty is at stake. Because alam bara ni sangitan sangitan tamila Gambia murinu ko bakele Gambia la ko na sindi bakele so kamala it's critical that ning kate final ay kate final ko be kala based on kukumal go nyim futaro level rek adam barbuka apaka compete no tela miro ka foto sifado comme they cannot come and compete MPP moti je mensina e diamatoli ay kuma saharim fali MPP je fa be datta asidi nyaade demba sabalante dota smela sisente mo boni da dayala MPP a beka kuma asamo molin chocho ka gulata kam alaman barako di tolle karola ye mo boni ndia diamata MPP la karola minister la bay tara bintole tara kofita la bay ile fendila je rek chocho ka kuma because inanan buka femfo imagine a whole information minister ikalo podium de sukuta akale dunia bele bendije ite man fese be be fulo dala faka fo bolo ko ha kare man keten pa bi keten ko rotale min kuma kalanda sifal the whole country sitting and listening to you ite man ko fondin kelo ko ni project card ngo sotale next time bi nekala na sukuta wala be nekala sanyang ni factory card mbolo yela alla ko alla fondin kelo be graduate kan sawo sanga be karambo bankan ñeneen na mbir ñaare pour ka jeko wal ale do ko so ale go tamma mbalu yalla te none of this stuff ha kare ka ketende esa fal mu fonkolti mental health issue all of these things can you mok miti ko be ketol million spent for that sukuta rally mon fab moje na manke to yanduro ni mokro ni kuma kalantandi amode see this is sad so la fakan domo do level so ndol fondo si balang na balay bulu nge forcé ina level of intellect level of kacha kuma level of miano ko abe mola banko na fala so la non ko nyin life be ko dol mala jang few topics bu sa jang 2026 ko 2026 what's at stake mune be nyaato 2026 ika fuko ha kate fayo be kuma yatale ha kate fayo fira kuma daño men ko rata membe stake ni ko membe a stake wala ko mune be dendin nyin kate fayo wala sa wala man ka the right man ka ko wote ha mune be dendin nyin 2026 la mune ba akunna to la na tata akki na man keku wala na keku ta what is the consequence for us because it's two ways I ta left or I ta right I better wala I do nyoko so ala beteya na femme ben talan to laji ani na tinyata abe mantor ko mi lalan do kan ay banko bula la development to men kon dem fambo do kotangi fo sin le korosi na kacale futa level to kacale futa banta balto kacale futa meron ma kacale futa dal to men ko eto MPP camera wolbe sidol camera bos kay camera wala hakilo ma yirwa so kanyin kuma kalantan sifal fo le so fon sa trañi kuma le futa no sai nte ka jero nyami ita fala ko ha komi ni be sandol wala ni be kiyang jara iman ko nasta no sai o eskiso bantal because this same kiyang this same jara this same nyomi this same badigu wala dingol be permanent secretariat la bi wala dingol be foreign state house wala dingol be bank do ko wala dingol be ministère la bi wala dingol be ko wala dingol be director to wala dingol be tuwa be university ba to tuwa ni la degree ba be sire so now dingol kulunta muna na dol kebal they have no excuse kafu ha kiante wala but no ko mobe farin jang fonnin kiyama ko karande wol be kata idan ko min der soko aja be bulu la soto e bari wala soto e bari ba la soto so the excuse ko e kan na mo nene bulo ko no mo nyana kala excuse sa be ngal tan pare la ngal lugo e kende kaje ko kanake ha kaje ko kanake because we have no excuse ha so ma commencé la wala ko nga fa ñame rek 2026 money be at stake ndala jerot money money be nsafa money be lara kunna tola nyim banko batata banko be sora jawle mene be jang ani mene be banko bandara ibe lon ha ibe nyin kala mudar kada nyiman tara jang nsafa tol bantalan ko la fo la batada sembo fo mata baket because atol men kanyin dollar kina ni chef asafla euro ni fo tan alka kinan ne ka jiko soto ko nana be value soto la be forla la sa yeko do kine la wulula le dollar euro kilo wala euro kilo wala dollar kilo ka men ki every month nun ta ka siro ke nyina ya ki ya ta sila fala bo ni la wulula ka dunyo la ka ko mero ya alka ko do ka nyaadi la ni nga ko do ki ya be disappear yes because bankole be halhalot ni be bullo la right now cement is 500 to 500 and something dollars just barely 1 year ago plus every three something bide Senegal call nyapere Senegal call kan yo Senegal la ye bora close ye cement stop water for whatever reason proka jawo ni ma ko jang um cement data exponentially because it will man capacity so jawo ni salam ni folde ye ya kemmen kan pour wole la banko la ko bi wole advantage ta ke fam bar ke fan dada because politician lo MPP politician ya ke wole ya pour ye fane fan dada ja ito man na maketo ni manan kunno capacity je akado manke na artificial storage here and there sign banko sign for the level 500 and something when it could have been easily with 600 so 300 and something pour ye marché bla marché a regulate simente bana Senegal mo ya compete ni menta berata mo le osa bari malafi maketo e exist ay competition so ya accord pour la jaawol ñol wol si fan wol si fan nafa so one other backfire so it's like it can be a political patronage wala na Gambia lol ndesan ñi bala fakka waran dol bukan hakiltu ko to bake ya ja ñim politician lol safula ñi businessman lol nal al hakiltu to bake e ka so daga dama ni ka e ka kudo men di wala ñi ko de politiko nal ma ñi ko de politiko al man fata ñi ko de politiko ma ni ka faka ha politiko man ka duniya kuti e kanyi kuma kala na sifala ni ko de la kalante yalla afalo ka ha politiko man ka duniya kuti ye politiko interested ya ifane eta domo ñin domoro albe ñin domoro alba hakiltu en domoro to domoro there's no tuwalo ko there's no free lunch caring kodi free to caring nimme kudo dila ito ko bari kamere ko nenela business man be na be kudo tum pomple ke te politician ite MPP wala party whatever party you belong to ika fo kare ko kudo le di hani kono UDP abajere wala nanyin talimano de men taran ko de wala wala dunia be mo kudo ko dama kudo re to foforo ni kudo yenyu kudo je dawda problème na te so alal hakiltu ñin kudoto bi yete be do carte fe adam bare kunu ngado wurla kar no fenkele do so kalilu bagale mo so bosola ye mo so pick up la MPP ko be donala 2021 bi la ngama bi la pick up jelu talul ni fe ngamara ndole information of league da 50 something pickups ni lan cruiser nada boso nada baro fo mo ya dala abe moto bornde kan in bakaw ako alaji kalilu alayi kalilu len dinna ate a fan sora nafa a fambula problème ko ate fo malam kaba fan sora kande abe baro bala bakaw kono abe moto burundola la driving a land cruiser aka fa ko alayi kalilu len dinna zero mileage gamelo be wotumo 90% gamelo malam baro fo kamen fofo they don't know the repercussions of baro kamen fo munala ma siboti so kalilu bageta ngollo kalilu bage wala moto tiko pol dial fo la ni anu land cruiser kamen borne bar ja ol nyodole men diala boka jar nyodole men diala haji bañe bari ko ñol dole men diala kay tol men faten fato len tol famen tol mba mano al pera dali safe ha haji ñin lebe mare di banko la say ñi dara nawek la karola nawek la fuelo haji bani ko bot boko jawra be ñin san mane am wala sa ñandin katon nen la be sinna abi banko bon la basamba la banko fi woni aka wa fi wala mbakalo price la kamen jo nobody knows um Melvin, listen, no by chan. You see, they're doing all these things. Having a state capture. And Kalilu Wage, Akole Funko Sangay, that brand new Prado saying 0 mileage in public. So these are these people that are spending money on you, not the government people. And there's nothing like, and there's no free lunch. There's no money that's free. But Gambian, when we hear money, we jump. Oh, yeah, they give me money. MPP. So the same people that were laughing and clapping that Barrow had pickup trucks, they're bragging, yeah, told pickup, oh, pickup tangos, pickup came 50 pickups, blah, blah. Ah, that pickup. The people that bought that pickup, they are now coming to cash in. That pickup is not free. That pickup will never be free. Because if it was free, they would have given it to Barrow. If I didn't know Barrow, like, nothing in pickup was free. When Barrow was at Majum, in that small pukus, right? 1 by 1, 2 by 2, sweating and wearing half-time dirty everywhere. That time, why didn't they come and give him 50 pickup trucks? Where was Haji Baniko? Where was Abuka Jawara? Where was Hamidu Jah? He was here. Hamidu was here passing by Majum every day. Hamidu Jah was passing by Majum in Churchilltown every day. Haji Baniko was passing by Majum every day. He doesn't know who is Barrow. Abuka Jawara don't know. He was in China. He don't know who is Barrow. Khalil Wage don't even know who is Barrow. He doesn't even know what's Gambia. He was in Senegal and Burkina and other places doing his business with Macky Sall and all that kind of stuff. So when now you see yourself, they're giving you pickup trucks, buses, millions of dollars, and you think this is something to brag about. It is a wurla. So the same MPP people that were clapping and rejoicing about the pickup trucks, driving around town, digging daga, now they are the ones buying cement for $500. How sustainable is that? How can a bag of cement be $600? At some point when we were building our building the drainage in Brikamera Council, at some point there was a cement shortage. We had to buy for $600 and something dollars because somebody had the cement in his store. He looked at the price. There was no cement anywhere, so he sold us the cement for $600. We have no choice because we have to finish that drainage before the rains get here. So we were at a disadvantage, but we had to do it. This Gambia. When a single stroke of a pen can lift that nonsense ban they did on the Senegalese cement coming from Sokosim and Dangote and Sahel cement. Easily. One stroke of a pen, hundreds of trucks are going to be dumping some cement here. The price level back again to normal prices, $300 or something dollars, wall prices. But right now we are stuck. Because those people that gave Barrow the money, they came to demand their money. They came to demand, and they had to pay. There's no free lunch. So the people who are clapping, yes, MPP. Today, those same MPP, they are buying this $500 cement. There's no, okay, MPP, you come, this MPP price, this UDP price, this MPP GDC price. No, they are buying the same fools crying, clapping and saying, yeah, we have pickup trucks. Where are the pickup trucks now? You go, those MPP pickup holes saying, if you see them in the streets, or pickup hole, half of them are almost basically dead. Busted headlights here, tires like that, nasty, dirty cars. In 5 years, they're all basically rendered irrelevant. So another batch probably will come back again in 2026. Another batch of business people will dump another millions of. You all heard him in Bruford as a Sukuta. He was bragging again. See, he didn't learn his lessons because he doesn't know. There's no lesson to be learned. Barrow doesn't understand. Barrow doesn't understand the act of political patronage, people giving you money under the table illegally. He doesn't understand this concept. He thinks it's normal. The people that are educated around him who should be telling him, you can't do this, they are not going to tell him. So he's left in this cocoon, this little bubble, until the day the bubble will burst like it busted on Yaya Jammeh, and he get up one day and open his eyes like, ooh, I'm done. Start crying. They will never learn. The people that are supposed to teach him will never learn. Just like the PhD holders that were around Jammeh at that time, the Mamburanjais and what this guy, what's that guy name? Njogu Bas and All these crazy people claiming to have PhD. What were they doing around Jammeh? Being griots. That's it. Jalon, Kadiamurek, where, Action Man, Philip, Gaba Jahumpa, Farmer Jahumpa, all these weird people. The day Jammeh lost power, they all disappeared. They started writing letters calling Jammeh a crazy man. We all hear heard Ahmad Samba in the commission of inquiry calling Jammeh mad dog. Yeah, that guy made billions of dollars on Jammeh and sponsored and did all this stuff. Now he disappeared. So he's always going to come back. But Barrow unfortunately doesn't understand this. So just last week, he was young at Sukuta, bragging that MPP. And the funny thing is, when he said this, I saw respected people in society, diaspora, Kotakil, some, I don't want to name names because they will get angry or disrespectful. No, I heard names again. Hey, Mr. Haider, come, welcome. They start, oh yeah, people that's supposed to know better, but because of their spite of UDP, UDP Kelo, UDP Konantea, I heard them clapping. Hey, Baro Mungi Parel guy. Hey, Baro Mungi Parel guy. Baro said he has this amount of people that are willing to put money. Baro was bragging, ko I more sort of mo jamal nebe kodo kela kapenya kono. Business people are being too foka. So instead of me willing way to alarm, no. Look at Buloko say still. So you cook UDP like Kijo Farani. Hi, UDP, opposition, so you together. Wow, Baro, you see, you heard what Baro said. He said he had this sponsor, that sponsor. So you together, like basically trying to blackmail UDP into fear. So instead of tackling the problem with Baro, asking Baro the right questions. Why? Who are these people? Bankrolling your campaigns and things like that. How accountable are they? How transparent are these campaign donations? Where is the money trail? Who is doing what? No. Our intellectuals are all like this and focus on UDP. UDP, that's it. Instead of focusing on how to, because we haven't learned from what happened in 2021. So all those donors, some of them, Haji Banako supplies what? HFO, heavy fuel, heavy whatever fuel for NAWEC generators. That's his job. That's his business. Okay? We hear, basically, see that NAWEC yellow tariff for rice, you raised 35% increment in tariffs. So now you buy cash power, you buy $1,000, what do you get? $700, or sometimes $650, whatever. See? Who's at NAWEC? Who's buying NAWEC's fuel? Haji Baniko. Who's Haji? Haji Baniko was an agent for Barrow in Basse. Yes. So you get Hamidu Jawel, a large contributor to NPP. After the elections, boom, they manufacture the crisis at the border, say Senegalese, blah, blah, cement, boom. They ban the cement, or they increase the taxes of cement from $30 to $150 per bag. And obviously, no business can survive under that situation. So they're technically saying, don't bring cement. For who? So my Jah Oil, who donated to me in 2021, can take back his money. It was like a loan. You loan me, I give you back. And who suffer? I suffer. My project suffer. My NAWEC, my cash power suffer. I buy $1,000 now. Instead of getting $1,000 in units, I'm getting 700. I suffer, MPP suffer, GDC suffer, everybody suffer. People that clap for him, people that say society didn't fit talk, all these nonsense people, we all suffer. Now we're all buying cash power. When you go buy cash power, they don't ask you, hey sir, how are you? Did you vote for MPP? Oh yeah, I voted for MPP. Okay, your cash power is is $1,000. Oh, Siliki, you UDP. Okay, don't worry, you pay 700. See, they don't do that. I go on my app, tap, I buy. No questions. This is it. So we are all suffering from the donations of 2021. Kalilu again. The guy Barrow was saying, Alaji Kalilu gave me that 0 mileage car. He's the one that is responsible for every foreign that GMC produces. So GMC, Gambia Milling Corporation, is a foreign that. Foreign company lam men ka foreign ka fonko raw material. They take wheat. You can wheat from Europe, cheap wheat. Ya sama ya process ya ka foreign ya wafija. because we need la raw material ataka cheap le. Nye kaso do Russia or Ukraine or other places. So yeah, you bring it, you make cheap, you make how do you call it, foreign price cheap by West African Union in Bankudo Lefana Sasa and Gambia. That was the IJMS project. So it was a good idea. I like that idea, of course. So, but unfortunately, even though it's a Gambian company called GMC, they took this Kalilu again, this guy called Alaji Kalilu that bought that pickup, that Land Cruiser for Adam Barrow that he was bragging about driving in Bakau. The video is there. Alaji Kalilu is saying zero mileage. That's zero mileage, and all those pickups who may have sang. So now he is the one they gave GMC sole exclusive rights. He owns exclusivity. I have proven this to help a customer, for yourself from Mali, trying to broker a deal, and I encountered this problem. I cannot go to GMC. Nte wula ngata GMC and follow a Gambian company. Ngata for yourself directly. I have to go through Kalilu Wage, who can tell me, who is going to tell me this is the price. GMC cannot discuss price with me. My own country, my own GMC. They make foreign. I cannot buy from them. I cannot even discuss price with them. They will refer me to who? Fuda Trading, owned by Kalilu Wage, the one that gave the zero mileage to Arambaro. I go to Kalilu. I say, I like Kalilu. I want to buy foreign. I like Kalilu. Look at me. Okay, I'll sell it to you for 1,500 per bag. Maybe the bag price is 1,100. But I will never know because GMC will never disclose that price to me because of the exclusivity rights they have with Kalilu Wage. Me as a Gambian, a Senegalese citizen. Kalilu Wage is Senegalese. 150% Senegalese citizen, Senegalese passport with diplomatic passport, Gambian diplomatic passport. Of course, Anum Baroko Tamalano, Barono Tamajabi, Saudi for his picture. That guy, me, Gambian 100%, have to go to a Senegalese and buy foreign from him. From the company that Yaya Jammeh brought here to make my life easy. This is what's at stake. These elections. Election manke furundi ya kafa wow manke lakira kuti. Lakira ku. What is more lakira ku than my food? Without food, I have no dignity. I have no dignity. Without energy, I'm not a country. So what is more lakira ku than politics? You think it's a joke? Playing people's lives, acting stupid, doing nonsense things, destroying people's politics, and you sit there like, yeah, it's my right. But right? What kind of right? I'm free to support whatever. Yes, you are free to support anything you want, but more welfare GP. People's lives at stake. The big sponsors. Another big sponsor who? Ja Oil, Hamidu, stuff like Mohammed Ja. He's on a TV station on QTV was all over Barrow. There was a time QTV had a memo. He mentioned the UDP advertisement can appeal on TV. I can't 2021. That time of sorrow. What do I begin at Gum Sense? I was working with Brenda Kudo in post in jail, in a Gum Sense day. We had a discussion. They told me that then you Harris, the Kodoki QTV, put a more advertisement. Okay, there's a memo, internal memo. At first, they raised the price on us, putting a discourage, but we still wanted to pay. And then they had a memo, internal memo, banning, they're not accepting UDP phone call, advertisements. Alimako ala share, maybe la model share the button if you have chance for model sit journal. Okay, this happened here. What more? Like I said, no, I was stationed that at the Gam Sense. Imagine doing that alone. I then Talib officer ko ye. Sakara uduma kala Talib la ya anything. This is nonsense bullshit. When I came, I was stationed there to help with national organizing from Golden Bebe Kirinu, Kurul Ning, Gelegelo Kuling, Joro Ning, Krikara. That's what I was doing there. In Falota, who Ndaga Natalota, Nkara Talibla, and Dun Talib, Untara Talibla, Boy Ala. So Talib Sai, I wanted to go to Yankuba. This Ninjamati Kalantaya, Furindia Diamoro. So it was during that time that I knew because that's where all the money was coming from. All the payments, dump sense, Talib Life Funguda. I think Ahmad Sadi approved. We pay the drivers, we pay everything. I was overseen until I left. A few weeks before I went up continent, demand na murna ko da fokate fayo. The second jara ni kiyamu fo. But na kuto I spent some time there for work. But the third was ikajalo dolka at neralo at hana na nintalo falol. Ala fo nyinande. Nga ande forget dog. But coming this just came to my mind. I was like, let me just brush it out there. Normally I don't address this bullshit stuff. But this is what happened. So I knew there was an internal memo from QTV not to air Bausela Kalamutan, Mobile Kalamutan. Fonte Walgan, what we call Bangadanga QTV, Q cell near boycott, na phone na supporter bay Q cell Shinkaranga Kutu in retaliation. But you no, it's too extreme. Again, Gambia. You go ha Ndulmu radical tenant you cool and you okay, Billah Muhammad, one will about stop you. Can't man fair respect for Kodo. You man fellow for Kodo. Imang Hadamelo, Imang Hadamel Bunya, Imang fellow Dunya Kanaka and Afloat. Unko ko UDP barako na advertisement kana finta na TV kono. As Gambians, ngatanga na kumu fai. Unko UDP dum hofo de ila sin kato QCell akuntu yata officer. Wala komi wala gamsel. Akuntu. Wala madama he's gonna bleed money. He'll lose millions and hundreds of millions of dollars in days. You know? But the party kiri no problem. I don't Cairo keep your Cairo. So that same Muhammad, again, he invested. Kodi on Adam Barco. Melon Gatango, Afango Mano. Yo, but saying 2 years down the line, another man, he recovered his money. So I tangle the mola, I delas kemeta. I delas kemeta. What did he do? I am about to say Gogana OIC. Okay? OIC sita. Eko saying, in the Moses and the truck, pick up us like a phone call SUV, luxury SUVs, pour na lunta only kirkarabol. When we had opportunity, Murtanin Kol ko mo ben fula moto lale. Elen luxury Benz on folding. Ya kan toko ya samana. Ya dimola ngana Q ngana fanko ngana OIC kala nga lunta jala ni parra nga pak nga samba. Bala saying we don't have to buy. We just rent, take and bring because after IC, we're not going to do with all these luxury cars after OIC. We are not hosting another OIC here until Fundawaba. You see? So it doesn't make sense. But they went and then sang. We went and bought 87. Anybody may a business understand, international business, Punga failure, how business works. So in these international trades, right? If you are buying volume, bulk, let's say you hold Toyota Land Cruiser as well. In a price in America, at a mensa is about 180 something. Sorry, about $80,000 worth of 80 to $70,000, 75, 80. I've got them all brand new, okay, which is about 6 million, $5-6 million, okay, brand new. But that's when you are buying one, okay. If you call Toyota, there's a car that's costing 6 million or 7 million, 80 something thousand dollars. But you call Toyota in Belgium or South Africa, whatever, one of their branches, and you tell them I'm buying 87. Okay? I'm not buying no 5 or 1 or 2. No, I'm buying 87. Toyota in Kuala. Toyota will come and embrace me. Hey, how do you sell? Can I help you? Can I bring up? What can I do for you? Toyota will kiss my ass. Basically, I'm buying bulk. That 6 million, I can negotiate it down to maybe 4.5 because we are buying bulk. So naturally, the price drops. I'm not going to 10% of a drop because we are buying bulk. This is normal in the petroleum bank, mano bank, even mano. Many of mano order by containers. Their price is always high. I know these things. I help customers here all the time. I help businesses connect with financiers. So nka kujala keja. This is my business. Yala mo jama long. Yala mbesin de mandra fena. Gadu yala mat. Anyway, but I know these things. So if I'm buying kulu kulu worth of sukuro, my price will probably be like per metric ton maybe 450, 500. But if I want to go to same Brazil and buy sugar with only 10 containers, 10 times 20 megawatt, 20 metric tons per container, buying 10, that's like 2,000 metric tons. What is that? But full kulung will give you 12,500 metric tons. You buy a container, 10 containers, 2,000 metric tons. So naturally, you pay more because you are buying less. But once you are buying bulk, the price come down. Saying Mohammed, $6 million retail price Land Cruisers. Instead of a 10%, I can let's say 5.50 for Gambia. Maybe at that 5.5 and a finance cost la fire because ako majo fully. Ya sangabulle at yajo is that the economic of scales. So you can understand. Maybe a finite domain la faje ala profit earning interest because ako ma bejo. According to what they say, I call use as an excuse. No, how we fair man ma finance nyom fem you guys abi fania. Ikela kolo detail. But they can come to the ko iko to le pre-finance. Ha nga nakodo le kije nga dundi so nakodo be sakering obviously nakodo will accrue interest. So interest in call compound you like price high. This is what they try to make us believe. A big calendar you go home and man kare man dunia lo itende nene la. I know for a fact amala kolita kakara nyina pre-finance masakunda kodo sikiola through YSC secretariat is there ya deep ira ya jo. But they made us believe ko a façon kodo keje so atala interest anala profit wala faje wala na. But even that, if you're able to negotiate a $6 million, Prado, you buy in bulk, you can come down 5.5 maybe or maybe 5 million each. You add a little profit, 1.2, 1.5. Even if you add 2 million, that's still 7 million. That's okay. But from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I think 12 million. Muna na mayala mo muna na imansi ko ha bokar sidiki ni fan la fa na tanda e fan la fala yena tanda ke be nyo compete wa bonon mana mo ya bula mo kinne bul ni yele ni la te fanando ya bula mo be na nga compete mo me jako 12 million ataba sanola ndebe na ko ente ba kala 8 million hade ndi nyindo na ko 7 million nyindo na ko 9 million normally ka nyinda government tenda kelo nya but they didn't allow that to happen ya tara ya nyombo ko me mega hadim ngela with Banjul project woni o fana be mu sponsor o fana be ta do mo jele min be kilin be fa jana how Allah banko man tara bulo kono abe modolo bulo kono atol yaje barobe sin jere pour kantar la just mebalo. So Mohammed went and sold us this because for this Prados for 12.5 million dollars each. So basically economic of scale went out of the door. Instead of getting a cheaper retail price for buying 87, we actually went and doubled the price. Where in this world does that make sense? Gambia, al-bulali al-fanjibe al-karandomandi, al-nyamati ya bula. Dunia buka tamata, al-nyamfuare ya be al-fola la-fanka. Dunia, none of these deals can happen anywhere in the world, except in Banku Karato. Yeah, Dauda might be a prison at some point. Because it's a daylight robbery. You cannot justify it economically or financially or business logic, business wisdom. You cannot justify it. Right now, right now, they are forensic accountants. They know. They are working with EU, World Bank. Right now. They can write now, they can comment. They deal with millions of dollars of procurement. Right now. Science as for it makes sense to him because Abidjan Afananka millions of dollars for the time and the procurement the junk every year on his EU job. Abelamore and Intermal. Afon for Benyamata Diamond, from Betunya Phone. mbe sira nga ujibe karanaɓe ɓe siri ɓe ɗerin tag min yalo ɓe ɗerin tag so called intellectual or so called young people ngapati aɓe ɓe ɗerin tag pour fare ɓe siri sandu ɓe siri wulli sare pada jana sare sofi jara sugura jana ɓe siri ɓe ɗerin tag wala ɓe kering afala alalay lankan foire ya wallahi to biyo ma ɓe kenyame alɓe kala ñade tiyo man sa tiyo sana ñade man tractor le kono dije min yela kamɓe ñoke alka bulo kose men mo kendo baro manasi yeah alaji bambo nyal bu wura jana kidi karab babgar bahu ne falo be wurla this is it kam mon ko le parro ni men ni kamɓe ñok ko do di yalla abal bon la da ko fa sene set ha kal loko da ko fa sene set da double so yar xam ma jalo fam fa be ka yu ka fa judi pite fen kira fon ko to mi ano gona advertise ka fam ka kudo pomba dam abe bu nyina ay ngapa jan ka fa banta rek sande kilo ngo tap ay musa waye si ay temu lol ala kudo be me ay fon fodo du nyoko ja beta ay do la faka sida sa ben jibel beta parta dada dala sibili million tanning 15 million dala siskana kaka masakunda la karamu education department ko so la ngai tare sira balanda ani education minister be siri ani ni minister be siri ko ka ay amal Mohamed Jale so fon ko la ka tu astaghfirullah kama sabada handa tin ke bal kama ko ite nyen kama sa nyato lipaten atul man na fe aka jale jala 15 million akara si ha Mohamed Jale fon ko di jana fenkete si isi so foforne ko do doni dan abe ata soto kallu ga ata bi so forñoñi kallu bagala franco tamande la price o nganyaaje sa mburo na min to 12 dalasi masa kunda kuto bina bi e ko senda bele mansati bi pedo bo se kala samo rek o dilo ni o exclusivity men se fa ani adama bare men sen ya scratch zero sa ya fo GMC sa forño fena yala tele nyimme ko so reta ya forño sang price o direct gis GMC ni nam price o no middleman to be the barrier between us and our own factory na bankola factory dumala nyen sabu politiko dumala sa adam baro kana to be sire muna sa bonno politiko muna sinde politiko wodo politiko ka ba anka man ko dunya ko dunya lakira kunte ni la dunya ambere ja lakira wakati nyala kada nyanya be salle be concentrate e kono le fare ni fo da jawjo fo la ka ke fare fo la ke nyi kuma jele kuma ne jele la ta be kala mo doti akela misilma ko to nyala ite katu mo dakela yo fane fala ba fala jale be kuma fala to be ka keno moti so ila misima fo akan nasile ko so fuare wala ala fuare bay kila nyore fuare ya konne mo fuare en kore ko ham bete so nyine men to la banko kan wala nyin talib nyin dokilo nyin ko burite inete mola ni UMC ndoke nyin fongolde you will never hear anybody in UMC ngam fala den tek billahi wallahi ngany men kacha den tek kilin da hanyre ya fo dal ara talib nde an no malan kolde mota hanyla kadu mo ken adama ne sifolo sunkara tamila dama la so fanko ko ma fo shabe madla wala na rode ko le continue suguro dia para ka suguro chotin wala sarre ko be la talibe ko en dia ni the same playbook from 1960 something gambe faka atifara dini mere ko dino ma dino wonyanta nyina la ni idea kutoina mais tabe dini yare be tay ni old style politico kamol nene ko do kamol fea mo sa ko ni kuma kala tan diamol ni ku mo soto bal diamo itela lajo mol ni ka bulu de ko hani bulu de nyimu yelode green na ko hani nyimu fayfete ni yoy ni ka ko hanyinte be suguro di lamol be fon di lamol ni fea mo la kudola ni kan ta kanfa bus ay no aka men kulu ay mbula men ko ngajela so ngasi ngam fanya ko nan patti diwo kasi ya kanyen kenna mbukata no this is why yanko bo blota wala gambe safe ngolti yanko be gambe safe le tanyon de bira dengem ngatam fambula bulgo surko da kuñola jeti mala men nga wuri jang pimpam we wa ngata mur balti opposition ha kele bambale mo mo sidin kele bambale ko do ala ko hani ni wode mbal tankala ngi dolal ela suguro ila calendar ila t-shirtol asta yadi to fatala sam taworo kuma kilo min kama sa political rek people are tired of this ila koda muta je ila sugura muta we don't need it ndo so dama wala afonye itela what is your policy itela itebe poro kala nyama afonye itebe taxo kala nyami ibe jare reform la nyami to make sure na 10 naka instead of 25 billion a year we go to 60 billion a year in revenue when the budget be sponsor 100% nga balance sort of 20 to 15 billion surplus o fonte ndela mansolo suguro la e ko use ni ma karanta sid la do modo sama na mensi ni fonte ay cool fonye ha ndem funkere in this new what new you have not you are not a new you are not nowhere close to new ite mel la wala mani bodu campaign sugur campaign $10,000 campaign jana ni no ne campaign exactly that's what you want to bring to this country mo le wanya ava ndem dinni dan dinni de keren ke bare keren jan it's simple politics tell us what you're going to do nge manya jibe nge tanya jibe ngaletement but hiding behind young what young if you are young you are doing 1965 politics ko mo follow lot suguru political ni mani political nonsense can you imagine ande buga nyin talo ko bidi mundi man den de wul dan do na de dalen den ngali ku be na haji je bar ngalo de men ngalo kam fan nyanda kam fan tanka men ngalo be men ko men ya kos ngalo ne mbestire jenne ni ka deal I know exactly what they are doing to this country wala na UMC call inela dasia be corruption ko go fot ngani mebe to farata ye dero ne ni ka deal ni ka dialo 24/7 do be ko no woni boka jawra ka diam 24/7 na be kala be sirin alu fi la kata sirin ni boka jawra diam wala e kono chow e wolle la baramal di bi they are knee deep into this e bije be farnie tap wala ne fitte la yafa because it hay ndesa fa wat sisi jang nga fale yang ko ba sisi a fale mod kayra sabati e tolta hanyila dan nga nyolo jan sa ite men kan tolko foarede men men fakanya ite mo fo dala ite ko hanyilo fola ite kon tengala kato dita fonta nyala mar bo nyilu mene keta masadi asamo rek fop nga mo ha kare visit la budi yelak state house kuru folo ye keten ko tanke no ye data squeeze envelope bari nika school container dira are man no folo tay rek da pasoro they will come and collect you know they'll come and collect you know you understand so di naka nyina bije kuro is not free de but ilanin diam si an nyin fon ko tanke fon ke jamo itol dia new notice there's nothing new what they do kodoro but already inside be living under kodo kamenke mola bi mbolo kono bi mama jafala ay kote ja haji bane ko ben ko wonjala nawe ha alu waga ben kote kan GMC jawal ben kote kan cementor na dunia bi energy construction telecommunication food ina dunia ina bali wot ya be mo da kafa be sidi ben jibel kalde barre be jikere dum Allah minister hayra idea so atul bu ko fontolen be bolo ko nyame al nata discourse la atu ni kalantan diamo rek kuma fati kuma sotobal diamolem ha ñoy ni ñun dañ ñëw pri ni nana unite lu mo unite ndama sola unity problem la jang yun dala problem konkolam solve this first then we can talk about unity fa jang fente kering jang na ko mo kala faale jang mo man tra ñoo kala kan jang si faram france jang jani bolon na kuliye si sama jay dolay ko flusuna hela jamol jang taje ibabe la jaraje afula manka man jak jola bebe flusuna kuliye be kala jam ko nyoto jam be iba sibe la jaraje every day wal kering jang dara jamodo abibe sala nyoka si faram fanso e duwoje bol ni façon jamo la ko sali subhana jamo fulu la jamo jawati jam mbibe ji sali kan jande ngara ñu fursu kilo wonde la ning manyo bit kil wala everything but ni nata the only time iko political iko see for so for dollar wrong alon ko sa nafana politique nafana ito be sila jame masal wata mo si fu ko kamul kunabe apart from that ita mo so a beta player unity then you unite that unite them nobody divided même bi jere nañu koparoñi nañu dépenso na koparo ikapero sila ka do ka baluwa kan ka domo kenseke ibuka hanye kafo ñene banko sene kan koma bari ale ko rasid ngalen fay ali la moy ñim molla especially MPP la ko MPP ala wol golta bari wolle ba ko bari ñin ko tama men ke fen jam ko mi tolle fen ko tida ngam men do mandi wala esa fal ko ka fole do mandi ta esa fal sa ko ñima bari afana mu ka dunga ñende na ñami ko men taxi dan taxi janga fa ko ngay mo ba jata ala la sali haji bande ko ta analyze ngani kallu baga ta analyze ni be killing fo be ben toraka menna ani a suppose you could men dundi 2021 ibe kodo so ibe la kodo takam back from us ha kanyin detail wala kete mol bu hanye kele ba ko fadda ko ni kila ba fe ni ma jambi e kade mo la dot ila contrat ko tinya wala ila bisa dil tinya ila nyin dot tinya ndum ala en tankal ni mo la ko wala ndum ni ba du ko ba ko nya gamba solo to mo si bala si so what is at stake ñine be at stake na balu ñima kam fam bondi ñini bulo kono nga si jambi kana nana kana si kabula mami jala ñum probol kono nana kana si na forinyo ka mensan GMC na ya jame fo na pression de mensa man pour que mo la balu sona de forinyo la karola mburo da dia ngata ya di Senegal dingola aba kuntula aba tamuro ta subu aba lala adiara nyami ndol be siri kamere en do kule gam gambe ni jël fo ñen fo lo ni gañ ma fala mo jëlé fo ñen lo be siri dem fo ñomi na do way kala fo la ndol bi jang nga kala stupid rek me ñew kaja fi la ñu kuma kalanta ndi amul la when it comes to the bread and butter issues no information so this is ñene be at stake so ñime ko ha political ko la kera kuti tenenten ha interest lam nga pati yeah this is it alafa amari ñene bi jere ha na ta kuta mbe tankala ñim wala na man ta ku bro mbe jena bulale da ko because baro ya fajala sugura ja ako ñina ala mo parete ko kudo bonde kodo every transaction na bottom they have to recover it back investment no ni ka recover man ke baro kunda la ka dila e gata baro kunda ka bilo la kudo sika ya dila no ita gambia nte na to be ntondo be ni kudo jola through businesses contracts and so many things that's a simple fact nyumba je me fending for about there's right now I'm gonna be getting mid the farmer store even though MPP la ko mo lay ngani kacan jere ngani fo bata MPP la mid the farmer store akeda kule de mero ko ay banko bata ni back ni dem ko ha is constitutional mandate the constitutional mandate from ko den fasita ala they find these fancy words you could no for example force in night English words so they fa ko ha mandate la constitutional mandate fasita ni banko dole farin kan menje silo kan it's completely different ngarajele ngaje nyimbe mo telen na mo kaja fila bitol be kala ala ni sidi njanyo ni may mona balda nyo ni mo kunterol be diamala ite ni tara midi farmer store la ndenga men vision na tara UDP man so nyala ba kala midi farmer store wala midi people store sort of amikini ngamara men ku marje men jena fayra sodo fonkoli men jena fayra sodo ni santon kole wala mol menyanta diamla la mitolto ma expect kun teri wala men be ko ma mena balde nyol ning sidi janjal men ko fenti ko ning ama ba wurula ning fo de mo wurula balde wala man ntol ma solo wala ning na ning masa kunda ka kodo jo kata to men ali bada na bala campagne wala ali ta la campagne ke ali go wala da al bakso samanan ali baba ja samanan ali al do whatever you want ala kodo la bari na kodo be men sponsor kan nga men je ndenga mena nyata kala nyami na UDP lam nkon kata hadama do wala kan let's say bi mbita kan nyomi bara ni esaw lo barbaro la ngaje ko nyemuto wani seno wala wala fon kote mbe expert la samala nan mena ko de experts in aquaculture fish farming ajana marine life bakono new demo how to preserve the coastal line of nyomi erosion kana du nyomi ina baluwo be nakiri mene bala yin garden do ko ni fowol tan ko jomen ka dum na kala garden do batande wo expert sifal mbola samala nan ngafa ni fela jang ni le fana e kunya long alla ni programme la la ni ma sa nyobu ka siano nyomi wala baranko la catch jita bake because of failure la ni ni kulo men kana banjul ya ka nyaw di stop nyol ko bari how do we try to solve that problem for nyomi pour la balu sonia experts wala ngata lola on that platform ye diamu nyomi ko liye ye understand ye ko break down ye pour faransi jiko soto ko man ko nabe nyin sim fanyin sifa in sifa sifa la taka kan na balu batande ita maybe you CRR hajana balangar lo kata kawri jenda kata pancang wal sena wala ko de wal tioni nyoni fo wal ko lake you bring experts même mina ba fele ko famal de wala Senegal ngaje ko la tio ni ala tio korasi ita mali ni tata mali la tata mali la ngakar sama kenya ila teke so fela mali la hi kesa sabana ne ko la bara gambe keso hansa beten sangi taworo ni tekilo so expression sama na fe ko meddo ko ke kan labo ko nari bela scientific research ke kan ne pra la ni tia turo la kamen soto sa ngi improve na variety kutol di alla membe tia kese sabana ne di lalla bayala ko 1 hectare kilo ibe ton nata ka ton saba soto no 1 hectare kono sai this new technology nari be men samala nan agriculture be recycling in the lab for the past whatever 2 years 3 years wala e men tana malibulu e men tana bukena bulu sai mbolo introduce kan next year la fakalla baya nye hectare kilo do ko isi ton tan soto instead of ton saba wala ton tan sorry ton wala instead of ton saba senali content ye pare for next year knowing ko ibe check so so la sai men ka bana mali wala Burkina wala Ivory Coast ye ma koy but sawsang fertilizer wol della fertilizer bi je check so beten how does it work because ni fertilizer fana ni nga faale fertilizer fana ko do mbodo meni ka domoro ke je MPP ko do ye dum fertilizer problem ko no people like Ibrahima Kamara ñol ni haji bal ko ñol ni bu ka joro ñol wala sa wala dala ko fertilizer fana sama na sai ko fan kete multi-million dollar project ko ti ka men dina NPP mo la pour mo la fertilizer man fertilizer bina the the project the agricultural product in the main fee is like this too. Gambia too is tourist. I wish you go to Senegal part of the way to Mali, you see their granules. Wallahi, they're like this. Big. You can't tell them, you come back to Gambia here, Tio Bibeteng. For how many years? Where is our NARI? Where is our Agricultural Research Institute? What are they doing? So, in the rally, in Panchang or Balangar, the people that are supposed to be standing on the podium, when you're moldi, mealanko, you tiolo, you nyolo. They have new types of nyol. To banyo sifa do fana media keso ko wara tenenten ngole samalang lafa ko tested this year. This kind of things. That's what they wanted to hear. Experts on the diamond. Every region you go, you have these areas that they specialize in. You have experts that are going to benefit from them, benefit those people, and then they hear from them when they call a quote. But I make it a morning. Kodiba spent the 50, $60 million for nothing. They go out there, they come back with nothing. So, in May, again, Nyemasukuna Corona UDP or something, these things are going to go away. I can guarantee you that. I cannot see Bausenu. Uncle Usenu Nalamasakuna, Fonyo, you can't call Tindi Young. If you take a look on it, without Mokas of Lamole, men take a look more further in 2-3 weeks, spending $60 million. It's not going to happen. That I can guarantee you. This is the difference between going to the polls and voting. So you make a carrefer mu lakera ku man lakera kuti ha yala o carrefer ganye li affaire aduna jaru yeb jaru na yeb wallahi jarala aldana kana yalo jama men ko kuma sira ali korosde mo me anko komi e sobide fanda yalo ko manke mo sobede yalo ko it will they have no moral standing is it cannot anytime so it can fan tanka wala. So they will preempt this situation by throwing those words. Political man like it. Once they do that, it will be a fan aside. So near boy, a jump for like everything, when other kudo kumane doke, then they will use it as a cover. Hey, Lisa, the political boy, a very living, the interest can. Yes, interest, yeah, but at whose interest? Muhammad's interest, Abu Ghazala's interest, Haji Baniko's interest, Khalil Baga's interest, Alpha Bari's interest, Batambedu's interest, Binta Sisa's interest. This is it. Wala nying masakunda sini from five kubeke. Foolish people come and destroy everything. Now okay, naman keso for during ya agenda. Today they are sitting on millions and millions of dollars at the detriment of poor people. Many clarify. So this one you never stop man. Don't let me show in life. In politics is this it. Wala I'm telling you moja buka fenkelo radical wala mas wala kaya tayong pido para to hate talib. This bullshit niya diam furin si falte. Kung tabi kay fale. Wala na alda na tajilan teka kung ka-respond. It's a tribalist. Inatem mo lang ko ndam ka tribalist. I don't do it. I don't care. Fenketele radical inatem mo lang ko antem man ka radical. Kung mga jabi. Na hajiti because I don't care what you think. Man care. Hani dade you muna safe hani fo ya safe fonto. I don't care. It doesn't matter because I know where my heart lies. I know who I am and who I'm coming to. No why if I'm become fine. Because nka dami kela nyinga jesuki ate if ate watila. Because in my presence, if I have a chance to be in this government, Muhammad Nyama ma I see I NGB nka ko so let pick up all of that 87 pickups. Akonya wa price be 12 million ninga tulo kosi. Mara mankende. If I forgo where? Like you are buying 87 vehicles at wholesale price. How is that going to be double the price of retail? Can you explain how do you explain that to me? Or how do you explain that to, let's say, Usain Dawa in government? Well, let's say Yakuba Dawa as a minister of whatever. How? You cannot escape. So, nim fear, you know, I'm going to you people. So, Ganya, you're aggressive. Fun aggressive, eh? Where? Oh, so you want us to just sit there and hear debate to well, so I told when it comes to your definition of peace, is for me to sit there, act like a fool, and let you run all over me. What am I talking content? Yeah, wow, Jama, Jama, Jama. Let me say Jama. What is your definition of Jama? Because you've been doing the same Jama for 60 years. This same Jama is the reason why I'm still here. I cannot feed my family. I cannot send my kids to school. This same Jama is the reason why we are graduating thousands and thousands of kids from GTTI, UDG, everywhere, sitting here. They can't even buy bread for their families. This same, but you say this is Jama. How is this Jama? You are brewing a ticking time bomb of youths that are going to explode in no time if you don't take care of their needs by providing opportunities for them, giving them hope. When they get up in the morning, they will summon down, Yemira, they find some kind of hope. We are in November. Someone like Kurz, I don't know what you're talking about. November, I don't know. Anyway. But you understand. So this is it. See? So you say Jama, but what is your definition of Jama? Your Jama means me or the majority of the country are living in abject poverty. Ite kilimbela siri la fajara ni la nyingi. Buruburu hazi vera kuwe mwala koda wa fi for BKC. côté bi tey léegi nga ne jaama na jaama continuer waaye ñun jaama lañ bëgg ban lan mooy jaama. What is your definition of jaama? This is the this is the question we all need to ask us because even fadike ñu kumol yande for the past ni ma ko ha ki ni mu serana molde ni to nya fa rek e ko te man kende ko to ko yare le ite kereten ite radical tatin inde. So what they mean by peace is you shut up, you take the pain, you endure this hardship, this pain, this hopelessness in peace. That's all. You will let you mean you're tapala but don't ye see konto mala ba bola dami wala si mo bola dami ye muñ ba japp ko ci rek ye ñabiti ye tulo son ti moment ye ñaayalta e tulo yelta ye ñaayalta ye ñaayale parce que moment rek problème wona no ate bayla rohelo sa fodi ate bayla fonyi system must break. We have to this kind of at a sustain no adama ya lonne ate along ala minister ya long ko is over. In 2026 this guy cannot go like this. This system, this cabal, this team of people many bankota ya muta kankota ya dere kut mamu maniji no bunu at continue lola. It has to give. So Walana is sad that we are confronting all of this now for 1 year to elections. When we hope we have a united force to get rid of this problem. Molwul Tankono, Melanko, they are very similar to Adam Barrow. They are very similar in mindset. Even UDP, I knew all along in Nimanka most likely. Don't follow by the not crossing some more back. I knew minimum of part killing, we are not the same kind of people. Imiranyani la cool la silul be ning old school enticement kodi political nyone political tell you all. And ikatamola, Yamina si banko be no, si party be no. They succeeded in many ways. The Mujamal worked on, Mujamal filling the funk the monkey meant 1 year that's correct, if I didn't. Now they're out talking about, when they were to show you how fundamentally different we are with these people. Yes, but fundamentally, when he was asked about, I know last interview, when they asked about elections, every genuine UDP, B, with not even UDP, every genuine Gambian, main current demanding, I thought should demand, I number should demand, I cool understand. Yeah, 2021 career fire. Every genuine UDP will say, yes, something happened, there was some sort of fraud. They asked this boy, stuff like, Lord Mayor, you can have a boy, I apologize. Yeah, ako Monduna one than you saga. Basically, I can't follow. You are our national organizing secretary. We are responsible for the voters registration, agency, management of the campaign organization, campaign and function are better under. You are the sole responsibility of the campaign and our elections. We lost. Numbers told you, numbers are clearly telling you those numbers are fraudulent. 90% voter turnout, 420,000 votes in December. We came to parliamentary election, they lost, that dropped 314,000. No, sorry, 317,000 dropped. You are the first person that went and congratulated Adam Barrow. When the party was in the process of putting our documents together to go to court, you are our national organizing secretary. This could be, the most fundamentally different from that, like example of a fundamental difference in vision. The party was on the verge of putting our petition. We have all evidence code, all beliefs code. It was fraudulent election. You are the leader. After the party leader, you are the national organizing secretary. I did block on agents, everything, the registration process, having to go to revising court. Everything was you. Today, you're telling us that you didn't believe that we were stolen. You are forced to congratulate the president, breaking away fundamentally from the party's beliefs and party's and the principles. There was a clear indication that we and these people are not the same. Even Colonel just to use us as a as a tool in our popularity, in our structures, in our campaign, vigor and our enthusiasm. This is what they need. This is all they needed from us. But nothing with our ideology. Because the fact is, I don't understand it. He had to say this, Kenneth, because the moment you accept Co, so that's why from the get-go, they never wanted to accept Ko Sunyaro Ketale. Because once you accept Ko Sunyaro Ketale, fundamentally, your entire argument about you becoming the flag bearer, Dabo is unelectable, has gone down the window. Because now, we are now looking at merits of the elections, how it was stolen, what were the irregularities, what are the possible ways of Sunyaro saying, investigate, not Ko Usain electable, no. Because from that day, the idea is Usainu cannot be president, Sose cannot be president. We have to bring somebody who is not a nonsense. So the Mandinka, blah, blah, people, the other people can vote for us. That's what they want to concoct in a follow tabula that night. So it's going to be counterproductive to accept Ko in Sunyale. But once you go Sunyale, the idea of how Usainu Bukaganyano has gone out of the window. So idea better. So from day one, Katana Ibrahim, everybody, they say, oh, you then you do. My Brian and Kako, MPP MPP bring this the independence and undecided voters. UDP didn't do that. So be a time all of them, told the vast majority of Gambians are unaffiliated party table, they are undecided and independent voters. So all I know UMC, they think they have a chance. So from 2021, these people are gone. So they have to drive down the fact that UDP they were not cheated. Sorry. Sorry. So from that day, December 5th, bring Carrefera, Iwulta, why Nibilan, Solo, Boston for that. If you I don't want to name the last year to Mama for Wula Blabe. If you need that, I am Wuja, I'll say. So, you couldn't boot it. Any UM, do a test it, or go back, rewind your minds, and see for the past 2 years, for the 2021, Alal Hakiloto, Falbe, current UMC member, Karavalambang, Ibrahim Debalambang, Tombon Lambang, Talibe Sulambang, Ali Gibe, Kiboboy. Watch their writings. Stop listening to people. Watch what they do. Alta, Ali Al Hakilo refresh. For UMC in call, Kavanang Karafaro, Foka Jinan to the last person. Ali Lamoy, for in Nanaka Yin Karrefa Sunyaku, Ika Come Elan to Ali and take 24/7. Yanko Fayafa, Yanko in Sunyala. Mobile Naka genuine Udipia, Beko in Sunyala. Akada Yami, by final can we try. IC 77, you ask Dr. Lyman a bola fulay, okay? You know how you swan a bola fulay. You ain't taking a bola fulay, Bowson a bola fulay. Munad Nanin and go and comb through their Facebook posts for the past 3-4 years. See if they have a track record of talking about electoral fraud. Like I said, the prime example is who was the first person to congratulate Adam Barrow. That is the 100% endorsement. You cannot do endorsement more than that. Yes, I congratulate you. Wasala. Itela patio. We are putting in our documents, our evidence to go to court. You knew we are going to court. The party leadership communicated that to you. You disrespect us, you disregard us to the highest level. Yeah, we congratulate you. I did it as KMC mayor. I think people are stupid. When some of us are 10 times smarter than you, more exposed than you, more educated than you understand? So we just look at you like this because Pangola Sutro, everyone enjoy it. So we just calm down and just okay, yeah. Yeah? I think more Yamada. So from that day, go through current UMC call na Facebook, your activities all. Allow them go be on the Facebook, moment at that. I'll be on the market, menke. Go and see if you're gonna have proofs of these people happy about electoral fraud. They don't. Because the day you admit that is the day that your argument ko Usain the Ganyano is on the table out of the window. Because we don't believe that. I believe we have to tackle the problem. We have to tackle why MPP got 420 something thousand votes in December, January, February, March, April, and they dropped. It lose that 317,000 votes. Woman normal is not a normal human behavior. Human beings don't go to elections in 3-4 months. They all sit at home. 300,000 bases. It's not logical. Doesn't make sense. Smart people, this is what they do. That's the line man he worked in the highest level. Worked at the highest level. They are not stupid people. If they say you know man right, wallahi man right. So we are spending our time trying to dig. I want to dig. Why? Election night. Kan agent to command sika solo damen agent to command to clarify agent to kela telephone fa. You are the one who tell the Suda and Ibrahim Adiba, National Organization. You are the one that are paying agents. Atule Jo, Atule Samana, Atule La Kuo Topoto. Say, Kalason de Alkia Qualifica Colta. Who do I answer? Who? Why should I? You should answer that question. Agent, Media won't clarify no content land. You can't qualify Colta. No, better for let's say they announced Sukuta, so we all know that's not possible. We try to find out what happened, where the polling station documents to compare and contrast, make sure IEC announced is what our agents are actually putting together. Does the numbers tally? How do you know that? You have to call the agents, get your numbers from them, get your documents from them, then add the numbers, make sure they tally with what IEC says. We don't have that. Masoto. Who's responsible? You and your deputy Ibrahim Adiba. This is what happened. So it will be it will incompetence be tamani. All of that. We should have actually demanded answers from you. Yeah, it will solve no. That deficiency of yours. Ya ini gafana registration come manana monta reversing code. That's your job too. You're the National Organization Secretary and your deputy. It's another party you failed on that too. We didn't take a single case to reversing court. You should answer that question too. You didn't. Yet you, with all these deficiencies, with all these failures under you, you still sat there and had the audacity to go and congratulate the president, overseeing this mess, running away from responsibility. Okay, then why is my agents? Why are they? Why is my documents from every polling station in this country? You say you're incompetent, you are competent, you are this smart guy. We should give you the presidency. I ask you a simple question. Not polling station obey 1,555 polling stations. Your responsibility to put agents there to protect my party and my documents. Where are my documents? Billahi, wallahi, tallahi, akato bi atimo bulu patio. All the polling stations na kaito fele. UDP, Amazon. Mais à fouet, comment 2021, Amazon. Who's responsible? Talib. Now a deputy. National Organization Secretary, now a deputy. Beside hierarchies. You failed. So instead of looking at your failure, doing what they call introspection, how can we prevent it from happening? How did it even happen? How do I learn from this? How do I become better? No. The party leader has to go. Party leader is sitting at the assume a second. What I do go and campaign, this is your job. So you fail to address your phone call. You try to come as a people. You know, you more mask. You know, attention or divert. Pabi munda ganye. Karfa kodi ma we didn't know. Ngao diamal. Karfa lo diamo. This is what they talk inside. Karfa kama mbaba we didn't know. Akata we didn't know la. Iba we know nyadi. When your National Organization Secretary, Taliban Sudan, could not even do one case of reversing court or could not account for our entire polling station data card. You cannot take care of election data card, election phone call, but you can be president. American election day, Messirinja, Banku Messen Ding. Polling station will be closed at 5 o'clock, at most 6 o'clock, 7, 8, 9, 3 hours. Banku Yanta Kala Dwala la president. The Taliban Sudan, and Ibrahim Adibanyo, to Janta Kala by 9 o'clock, forming the form of win. Through our agents, like 2016 coalition by Fitro, they know who won because their agents, they have every document they needed, they tell you the numbers, they won, and then Katabanda. Chojokumata, Masakuna, they take. You sat there until Samo, I say announced the following day, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 below. Bankun ding. Munat na yung result mo follow. Are we going to sit here again to banku dumola? Ngasi nka katefa polo ka close 5 o'clock. Banku mesen ding. Katefa combine on the spot counting them. Amanke keso bla modo kono ya samba basakongo wala ya samba base. No, I can count them. I prepare by 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I quantita by 7 o'clock. I announce 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Banku be alo dumala pisa ngana na hajo. It is this simple. It man kiyo Taliban Sudan. You fail on this. Yet, instead of doing an introspection, self-reflection, you deflected the idea called Pabilamang unelectable. Ya tokuya, ane dunia fanyoga. Karafaka ma ganya nino. How? How do you know? You didn't. I'll give an example. Deputy Kadefeo, Chairman Kadefeo, West Coast, only Yankuba Dabo. I've been Yankuba Dabo sitting, Lumina Katabe Kering, I'm sitting Tabloka, and then computer bit, number artka. West Coast is from Kalaji to Bijilo. Basically, half of the country. 1 million people were staying on the West Coast. We have 400,000 registered voters. West Coast. From Kalaji to Senegambia, Johnson, to Carton. By 9 o'clock, every single polling station, half of the country, by 9 o'clock, every single polling station, ala Kaito, na agent to sign, IC sign, you testify. Abela Tambulo na Brikama Central Committee, Central Bureau. Yankuba for Bulola, they killing Dundi. System Okono, by 9 o'clock, we knew we won. I'm a general, I will congratulate Kataband. I see Gobron, Sabalbuji, Nadia Teleafo, Nadia Caravan, to Wintele, Alan Wintele, we don't care. We interest police and Alcana and police will alter see Mahitalka. Until we won, our numbers are here. There is no way it's finished by 9. 10 o'clock, I'll be along for winter. But until 9, we knew. If that can happen, if we can pull that off in half of the Gambia population, 400,000 would be sat original Beket Onyama. What is stopping the country, the entire country? Now go moment see a Yaran Ning, Kian, Nibadi, Ning, Dolta. Man, I will tell like cartel by 9 o'clock. You cannot even guarantee that. You Taliban should have National Organizing Secretary and your deputy Zawadiba and your campaign manager. Alman Kedon to Lebara Kusanga Bankuva and Dial. Fontanyalamat. So Biroketa Almala failure to accept. Almala failure to Alia embrace. Alia you do what you call introspection. You understand? Yeah, give you cool. What do I do next? Yeah, how do I improve? You understand? How do I improve? Sorry. Now, you know, hello? Yeah, sorry. Call all done why na phone ko beri nyoko no, you know. Anyway, I'll come whenever. If you're hearing me, can I get a thumbs up, please? I'll thumbs up and then I'll come make one, please, huh? Okay. All right. So Lafta Lalini, I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to. Yalo nyimol, these people, Hansa in Laku, it's really sad. See, you failed every test. You failed. This is your first national election. You failed. I example of failure. I gave it an example of BAC. That what's willing to kill. And 2026, this also what should happen. This is what we should demand from our party. Win or lose. Win or lose. Yes, I see a cooking. But we also have people nga men bela jang pre do koke. Imela do koka nyama, ila do ko fele sai ko kan to la dira la blame. Nte usenu ke nta ganyen no la. How can you make usen it can you no story my phone? I just really breaks my heart. How can you ganyen no usenu when you the basic simple task we give you cannot fulfill it? If you make me national organizing secretary, ntel do ko wala to deal with agents, appoint agents, make sure ka refer kanyala, sorry, register kanyala voter registration. Nte ben ni la lotela bari wolu atu fang chirin ta kila wala. I'll come and tell you a story here. I'll be because in partner, it really gets to me sometimes. Because when he was asked in an interview, come manat na man voter man fonko challenge voter registration ma challenge. Ako because malang UDP didn't fonko because MPP malang nyade ay pendi jokol. Basically, we did not challenge the voter rule. So before even get to the voter rule, right? Let's first explain them. I'll demand it. Please, Sammy. Don't me back. I'll like you and make sure I'll can you share for them, please. Huh? Sorry, caller Nanyan continue, so I was a bit distracted. Okay, so if we did the right thing during the voter registration, so I was in Seattle, Benung Seattle, no, Benung Can I see? I had an idea because they not like Jamaica can this people they're gonna cheat. I made so many lives. How they gonna steal our elections? How they gonna cheat the voter registration? I told these people. The fact is, Talib Nul Namanan tar through this thing. But you made a mistake. Give him this position of national organizing secretary because you've never went through it. I went through these things. My dad, Kabinale said if I've been in Kang, we know, yes, I was not on the ground, yes, but I'm okay. Yes. People like Suku shouldn't have lost this position to Talib. That's a big problem. Big failure on our side. Big failure like you see? Okay, but when it happened, I knew I was making lives. I knew this voter registration. You know how they will stuff numbers, how they'll go and register votes outside. Suto yana tilibulo naka suto yana ya finka ya add. So the voters card is very easy. It's easy to make voters cards. But the numbers that are the registration numbers that are on the voters cards, how do you enter that into the national database? This is where the problem lies. So I knew and I also knew those 300,000 votes, they will try to replicate them back in the system. I know these things. I talked about it. But how do you I devised a system. Bring a system in divide. I'll explain what the system was first, and then I'll tell you the steps I took to go and implement. So, I'll hear out, okay? If I don't make any sense, comment and say, okay, whatever. And sometimes you guys can comment also. If you want to ask questions or comment, I'll answer, okay? The system that I designed was a system where it's going to be what I call cheat-proof system. That day it cannot be stolen. Go I'll also 1 second not geo time. Let me get some water, please. Candela. Every day sitting camera, why are you lazy like that? Why later on finger? For my Saro Kundiao. Saro, Saro. Yo, Alimbala, okay, Bindabin Kasara. Yo, so the system that I designed, is gonna be cheap proof. So I explain exactly what I thought was gonna be the right system. Instead of the black election monitoring system, Karamul check. My system mode jela, any mode conference sola, item any mode diamala, item more jela. But you'll be much more effective than having this public persona of going and confronting people in the line in yellow black, right? So what I suggested was, okay, look, so now we have our registration from Kwenye timeline, our schedule. Okay, registration from place to place. I mean, Banco Belema the same day, so it's easy to track. So we have teams, right? Let's say LRR, most of them dedicated to LRR, wala mofla. So wala then West Coast, let's say Mokinufla, okay? Mbola dedicated to West Coast. Okay, so let's say Nyomi Fana the same day Mokinufla. So what do? Let's say Jara Kanikunda or Jara Sikunda be whatever register. Be betala Jara Sikunda for next 2 days. Jara Kanikunda next 2 days. Jara Pakaliba next 2 days. Okay? I know the schedule is there, it's ready. So my agent, my UDP agent, many betala I have their numbers, I have their information. So the team that I'll dedicate to LRR that day, okay? Well, their job is going to be day one. They are doing Jara Sikunda today. I call the agent for Jara Sikunda is Abdu Haidar. I have Abdu Haidar information, I have everything. Jara Sikunda, Jara Pakali, Jara Kanikunda, ngai beso na telephone mbesiri. Ndela marta Jara labi. Okay? Mbesiri minto office kono. My office is in Karaba Avenue somewhere. Okay? With my phone, smartphone, everything. Sign Somanda. 8 o'clock as IEC opens, me as the monitoring agent, election registration monitoring house. We want to set up in Fayara or Banjul somewhere in a secret house. I have people UDP doing as monitors. So Fanoketa, I'll call Abdu Haidara Jara Sikunda. Hello Abdu, how are you? I'm good. How are you? How's the morning? Okay, are you guys starting today? Yes, we are starting today. Okay, I'm your agent for Jara Sikunda. Thank you. I want to hear this. That's good. So now tell me, what is the starting registration number for Jara Sikunda polling station 1? Today we are starting with 0. Okay, fine. Thank you. So 0 understand, yes. So I'll call you back at 5 o'clock. What time do you close? Oh, we're gonna close at 5. Thank you. I'll call you at 5 o'clock. So I confirmed that it was 0. Okay, the first starts Sikunda. By 5 o'clock, I call Abdu Haidara. Jara Sikunda, hello Abdu, how are you? How was your day today? Hope everything went okay. No issues. Okay, no, everything is fine. So what is your ending number today? My ending number according to Abdu Konyako, my ending number is 199. Today, we started at 0, we ended at 199. I am sitting at my office in Fajara, okay, Sigara Sikunda, starting 0, ending on June 1st, 2021. June 1st, 2021, Jara Sikunda, starting number 0000, okay, ending 199. Abdul Haidara, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning again, 8 o'clock, I report to office. I call who? See, I'm not on the streets. Nobody see me. I'm not wearing no black. I'm not causing no ha. All the nobody hearing me with anybody in the lines. Okay? Fine. Next day I call Haidara. What is your starting number today, Mr. Haidara? Even though yesterday I know. Okay? I said, okay, what is your phone call? Your starting number? My starting number today is phone call is my starting number today is 199. Okay? I know yesterday we stopped at 199, Cody. Fine. So okay, yes, thank you. In the morning. So 5 o'clock again, I call Abdul Haider again. Abdul Haider Sikuna, yes, I'm a Sikuna. Today's our number 2, day number 2. We started at 199. We ended up at 299. Okay? 299. Simple. The third day, I call again in the morning. Abdul Haidara, where you started today? Well, today we're starting at, well, the number I see on the IAC number say 390. I say, what? 390? How did 390 develop? Yesterday you left at 299. But the register you saw on the IAC number today, it shows 390. Because the reason why I'm saying this, when Bausen came out here after the elections, Bausen fete janne, I proof of bondi, I could lalbi jammanjeli somewhere where overnight, in the span of 30 minutes, they added almost 300 votes into the system. The timestamp of the computer showed that within the span of this, they almost add 300 overnight. That developed within an hour at the after hours of operations. That was any proof in the end. That was any proof in the after the elections. That proof should have been caught by the system the day it happened. I solved that day. I see a proof more how this number grew from 299 390 in the database. How did this happen? Election is shut down, register is shut down, police na yam fatage, member for IFO, ICO, Kodel, Yasanan that day, man, why this number grew by 100 overnight. Instead of Bausen see for Carrefour Cola, I can have a press conference command, I can have a lunkare, yene attack overnight. That should have been caught by my system. Because I'm calling every day before registration opens and after registration opens. So every day I'm tracking a number. Any day there's a one number difference, I'll have to find out what happened overnight. Moniketa, why did we close 299? I came back, I saw 309. Can you explain to me? You do that, everything that changes, everything that slightly changes overnight is caught the next day. So you don't have time to sit and wait until whatever. You solve it that day. You ask IEC, EU, or African whatever, African Union observers, can you come and explain, can you come and intervene? Why did my voter roll grow by this much overnight? You put IEC on the spot, they couldn't move. They will stop by force, or they keep embarrassing themselves. And then once we do this, we are not moving an inch. I am not participating in this election as UDP if you cannot solve this 109, this 100 overnight growth. You make this ultimatum to EU, election is stopped. We are the biggest political party. Because if you cannot solve this problem for me, as IAC, I'm not continuing. I'm finding one in Jara, I found one in Salikenya, I found one in Jamanjeli. Mr. Diba, your question is, oh, sorry. I can't follow. But All right, thank you. Hello. Okay. So, Mr. Debako, how do we gonna prevent this time from happening again? I'm not gonna dive into that information here, but men can correct. So your system is every day you catch it that day. You catch it, you raise hell that day, you stop the register that day, molena ye mol fata. Ye fata jang tonya sabati kartefe continue. Bara saying ba usun de sila fo kartefe kola. Ana press conference commandi ko kayti ba landi. Abo kayto jibela ba fala ko ma ni number carry and you sell in a span of 30 minutes 90 people were registered and this blah blah this blah. That should have been caught by the system. So this is what happened. Begin system of design. Nga only the one approach. Denga fa akonya bi mom mashallah B is foolproof and theft proof. Anything that happens you catch it because at the end of the day men can register mende. Register is register, but what happened, what's most important, well, what's in the database? Is in your voter card be but at some point, no matter how many the voter cards are, no matter how you have to put it in the database. What database means we're gonna print I try to on election day go again. So it gap out because it's a minimum tafal at some point it has to reflect in the database because remember kala hanna tara ye batule fo hanna tara ye batule yal gapa ko yal nyamen okay ya register banta ko ga benke la ni lalo la ni official ni ni majum ni fo tay iko ha mala fe kenyo mala fe barand la mbar nga kipre fo ni carte fe o ko nga jara bang de na suto ina lunkini ina jara la ni extra do be li paje ato nya rajala ko atare jara ba orade hanna tara yola ke. But as long as I was keeping this information, I was keeping this 199, this 299, this 300, mbenying keep the phone parada. Ndibe na report nga compile nga di patio. Nko jara sekunda. Kabrin day one be call kang nga nyine soro je from 0 for ya bang 499. So this should be 499. Nilu menna I see that yela register ba bondi. 499 another turn to 100 like 1050. Yes. Then I have something to fight. If you don't have any information to fight, you cannot fight. But if you don't have this data, you cannot fight. So this was important. Either you catch that night, you catch them that night, or you bulaje, you better forget the fire bang sudo na linkle ya lipa jare, itamita jara wala atule wala sa bantale, ya catch watamalem we can catch them here. So this system you cannot cheat it. Nga system of fenge nga samba ba fenge ali do wada ya akonya ko akanya limo marshal SX akonya def ko audio ngo yiduma ko ala thank God I still have those for audio nan la nga be pre nga membe foten nga ñine be killing chronicle on 4 audios akonya ko yoni mako ma dem national executive ma play ko fa gaay ñep deggal ko bra pare da ko signing pour nga ngi I have to do it in conjunction with the national organization secretary because talib ning Ibrahima Debe tolem tolebe ñi implement no this is their job. I called them wallahi ni ala tema ibe ma office ko no that day ibe talib office ko nga ñim fo galé ko no told they have the black system the electoral monitoring in la pick up all pera banko be yala le. I'm like, how stupid can you be? 1, 2, 3 pick up. You say you want to ride, you want to see everything that's happening in every police station. Even if you go to the police station in passing, what are you going to do? You're going to go and grab this guy from the line and throw him away? You don't have the right to do that. That's why they get beaten in Kanilai, they get slapped in Kanilai. Because you are doing something that doesn't make sense. You are in the black, you go in and show yourself, but you're told you didn't call them harass, you negative publicity for no reason. Don't talk. Be smart. Don't wear this black, go sit in the office. So I saw this idea to them, they threw it away. Ah, no, ngana timo sort of, mira, ya yola, ya beke, domor bar salsa, banko be yai, for nothing, I didn't give up. Okay? I didn't give up. Ndara Rohima Olibabade, she promised ko na karabe fon afarambe fon afarambe makola. Time of the Puka Keje, Patu be Momon Sonko. I asked her, she afaramma na kodoke. I didn't give up still. I went and opened a Facebook phone call, election monitoring phone call. I bought smartphones, about 5 smartphones. I got some help from other people. Smartphone do dimola. Through daily, coming like a daytime, on the time communication. And then back at the Jam or some one of these correctors gave us an office, okay? Officer Dimola. So I selected few boys, about 5 of them. Notably, I think Ismail Federa was part of the Nimanina. Kemo Boja for sure. Yeah, Kemo Boja was probably the head of the project team. Then I sent them 15. After the smartphones, I sent them $15,000. $15,000 pour ila daily domoro for them. Come you be also on malafika distract. So when I started, the money would have come more. I was going to give them more money. That 15,000 was to give them. They don't want to be buying breakfast, lunch and things like that. I want them to be comfortable in the office, with their computers, with their smartphones, calling these agents, taking these numbers like I told you, starting number, ending number every day, starting number, ending number every day. And then if there's any eventualities, any, cool cool thing, ya drink chronicle, ya document, but ya sort of smartphone or invest. One of my friends bought two or three smartphones. I think I bought whatever SIM cards, everything I be registered. Okay? Then we created a hotline, like a Facebook. When you may issue you can call the number immediately. Respond. So we have real-time data, because I know if you don't have data, you cannot fight. It's all nonsense. You have to have tangible information to fight back. This is my fight. You understand? Unfortunately, it didn't go anywhere. The party didn't buy it because the National Organizing Secretary and the deputy, Talib Nyalotu, they have other ideas. If they want to do black. It's not a black because it's a senseless and unintelligent way of dealing with situations. You deal with data, collect data, sit in your room and be quiet. Act like an adult. Like an intelligent person with an intelligent party. Don't just barbaric mama. What are you gonna do? What exactly can you prevent wearing black? Where? Now I get bad publicity. And that's all we heard from it. Oh, guy, discriminate people. No. Go with the numbers, where they're gonna add the numbers and catch them there. So we failed. No Kuroki. Did they use the money? I don't know. I didn't hold account. I didn't ask anybody, whatever. But the money was sent. The smartphones were given. And then that was the end of the story. I was not on the ground. I couldn't do anything. All I could do was try my best. And they on the ground supposed to make this work. They failed. So we tried. But these things, I don't talk about them. Just to explain, but I don't like to talk about my contribution to the party and things like that. It just doesn't, it's not me. But I have to tell you this extent more than a minute to help these people. And it all went down the drain. So, party leader no. Of course, it's not no. So after the registration, abe caring register be caring kasi kan number jeng kasi ka na kiyang jana madina kayar jana kiri karab min la manako mo man siaje nya Google map ya Google ka sare mesen dinding ko data nim fala e ko karte kese bi la beja. Like, you guys are mad. I call and go and make sure you are ready that these people have to go to court. This cannot go like that. We have evidences na jara sikunda evidence of laring. Soma evidence of laring. Mole ko correct. Time of sita yikumo jama ko. The reversing code, 0. Look, the reversing code it's not about psychology. You don't have to take 100 people to reversing code. Listen, Jola Jara Soma, okay? Mamunu selu kilin samade pimparam ning man gine gaami yo busari vasin kotek o rumo findi sata kono folo ayta whatsapp audio to hey kari asambal de kari samba kotle fat ibe be sila mo bana gine kunun less than 3 months ayna kate fay how is that possible so but ni kilin nyapre yo samba vasin ko yo fara folo jojo fanga wayta whatsapp re audio to way vindi la ning audio formal abanta Toyim is a deterrent. So it's psychological warfare. See? We failed. So then you fail your jurmo be la nyoka. Ye busa. Ingana ka mo ka patili da wala ma electable. Nga ndenga singo sita. Nganda daba ko sita kama. Ngana ko takala do ba kuma. Ani kalante ya. Tous. We fight it. Lura ngan teosity ngaju ko beba ko mo tapala ken sanne bije there's no merit alman pare du ko kala ajal ale tinyaro ke alman kala pare ka responsibility sa ka fan correct kapitio ma koy Allah fa easy route tala to go to the presidency ka mo nya kuja so this is it biyo ka jam fa baake na kuja mala wajam bi so almost about 3 hours no 2 hours yeah so mina wol problem kana na game modi na Seattle Seahawks game of American football so ndem maka compromise wala nko faranga saru jelo zim so nimboso la ko kan di makala tapale balam galde e mol batani bakale min kana pabile suturo lañ be pabile sutura ndañum be pol be fanga bare the thing is we cannot sit here and kamol be mol nya ntem ka sola kamol selma jang no men kana you fail. You are the national organizing secretary. You were cheated, bamboozled, fooled, dropped the ball. We lost, and then you want to blame the party. That Manika cannot win. You have to bring somebody. No. Fix yourself. Fix your problems. Like West Coast, we fixed our problem. We made sure by 9 o'clock we knew all our results. There's no room for cheating. We won. So let's repeat that in 2026. Win or lose, we should know who our president is by 9 o'clock. Win or lose, I don't care. But I need to know before I go to bed, have my dinner, I need to know this is my 5 o'clock. Poll close at 5. You have no excuse, zero excuse in the world for this tiny little country to sit here and wait on results. One result come, you wait 10 hours. 6, 7 hours, one result come. 2, 3 hours, another result come. 2, 3 hours, another result. Waiting. No. That's not going to happen here this time. So, me imparo kamajan. Ni wo kajan jang. Ndeman kaya. Mwinda mo winu is okay. But ndenyan by 9 o'clock. Nyandala duwa na personality. Ngatala kumi Senegali alo nyan by 9 o'clock. Who's their president? Let's also know they have 18 million people. We have 2 million people. Zero excuses. Tapala bela no. Tabi Senegal on the first and I said. Nal man yung kiro alta si suwa na alal fan tokoto. So, nying kuma kalantan diya mo ultang. Yengine kaya mo lata haje beti nya 2021. We are not allowing this anybody, any false member do wala yenke je. We are not gonna let anybody kidnap this party. Basically, like incompetence. It will basically like you nyama je mbele mo la hajo tinya atakala ja. Mo len ko di bala bondi for no atakala ja. So nyimbo solo men dara den yeneke. They threw out this election. Ya be di ñokono. Iman Sonko responsibility ta instead of checking themselves, solving the problem, they ran away and basically congratulated the president immediately without even waiting on the party to make a decision. It's the biggest form of betrayal. Yeah. All right. Mena bula. Ngana na game woju am fanya. All right. Thank you so much. Mr. Bass, thank you so much. Mr. Jalang, I really appreciate Abdul Haider, Omar Bun, I really appreciate your time. Mr. Diba Kitabu Al Jamal Bijang, I cannot name all of you. I really appreciate our company, Mr. Kunta Fadera. I really appreciate it, man. So we will we'll have more discussions like this before before the elections, inshallah. We cannot sit here um, and just let things go like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Appreciate everything. Thank you so much.